When a troop of baboons invades a farm, the devastation they leave behind is catastrophic. A group of 50 baboons can destroy a mile of cornfields worth up to $10,000 in a single night. And it's not just crops at risk. In 2024, baboons were responsible for the deaths of over 3,000 sheep and goats. But it doesn't stop there. Baboons are known to attack humans in Eastern Cape, with 12 reported attacks in just 2 years. Unlike deer or wild hogs, baboons are smart, aggressive, and dangerous, posing the ultimate challenge for any hunter who dares take them on. So how do you successfully hunt this invasive species? Drop a 1 in the comments to dive into this hunt with us. Hunting baboons requires patience and strategy. One of the most common techniques is spotting and stalking, where hunters use 10x42 binoculars to locate baboons from up to 800 yards away. The challenge is that baboons are adept at detecting movement at close range, meaning a single mistake can cost the hunter their prey. Baiting is another method, using fruit or animal carcasses to lure baboons into traps. However, only about 30% of these traps succeed, as baboons quickly learn to recognize danger after the first encounter. The standard weapons chosen by baboon hunters are .308 Winchester or .300 blackout rifles, delivering over 500 fet lbs of muzzle energy. These rifles can take down even the largest male baboon with a single shot from up to 300 yards. A key factor to note is that baboons live in troops, and if one senses a threat, it will alert the entire group in under half a second, meaning hunters have mere minutes to act before the troop flees into the wild. Do you enjoy hunting baboons with a rifle? If yes, drop a 2 in the comments. If not, leave a 5. Hunting baboons raises the question of whether it's a true solution or just a temporary fix. South Africa issues 5000 to 7000 baboon hunting permits, annually cutting agricultural damage by 20%. Yet baboon populations still grow by 3% each year, driven by their rapid reproduction. Meanwhile, in the US, over 60% of hunters surveyed on social media in 2025 expressed interest in baboon hunting, drawn by the challenge and adrenaline these hunts promise. If you're still here and watch to the end, drop a review below to help us improve our next videos. Is hunting the answer, or is this an endless cycle of destruction? Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe to support our channel. See you in the next video. Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the world of moose hunting, America's majestic and challenging big game that draws over 60,000 hunters annually. Join us as we explore the unique differences between two regions where these wilderness giants roam in the northern U.S., especially Alaska, home to 80% of the U.S. moose population, roughly 800,000 strong, weighing up to 1,500 pounds. Drop a 1 in the comments to learn about moose in this video. Their massive size and foraging habits cause damage, trampling crops and triggering dangerous traffic collisions. This issue hits both the northern and southern regions, though in different ways. Do you deal with them daily? Moose hunting in the northern U.S. is a storied, iconic tradition, especially in states like Maine and Alaska. Each year, Maine issues over 3,000 moose permits with an 80% success rate. Alaska leads the charge with about 8,000 moose harvested annually. The hunting season runs from September to November, when moose are mating and easier to spot. Hunters must be patient and skilled to succeed. To tackle these massive beasts, hunters use powerful weapons like large caliber rifles, accounting for 70% of moose hunts. These firearms ensure both effective kills and safety throughout the process.
Good. Good job, man.
Moose thrive only in cold, marshy regions, making Alaska an ideal habitat. Meanwhile, the hot, expansive southern plains can't sustain them, so moose are absent there. Each year, 60,000 moose hunters take to the field, with 90% focusing on the northern regions. In 2015, Alaska accounted for about 73% of moose harvested nationwide, a striking figure that underscores its leading role in managing and sustaining moose populations. When hunting, moose hunters start by scouting the area, looking for signs of activity like tracks or droppings. The ideal times are early morning or late afternoon, when moose typically forage. Moving quietly and cautiously, hunters use binoculars to spot from a distance, avoiding startling the prey. Once a moose is located, aiming requires intense focus. Hunters target vital areas like the head or chest for a precise, effective shot, minimizing suffering and maximizing the chance of a successful kill. Though absent of moose, Southerners show deep interest in the species through popular wilderness TV shows. These widely broadcast programs highlight moose hunting, captivating Southern audiences and letting them experience the thrill and challenge of the hunt without participating. Do you enjoy hunting moose with a rifle? If yes, drop a 2 in the comments. If not, leave a 5. If the shot is successful, tracking the moose is critical to confirm it's fully dead and to facilitate harvesting. This process demands not just skill, but also reflects the hunter's responsibility in managing moose populations, ensuring ecological balance. Moose hunting isn't merely recreation. It requires strict adherence to conservation regulations to prevent overharvesting, which could severely deplete the species in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
Moose meat can yield 500 to 700 pounds per animal, and per a 2017 report, 87% of U.S. hunters pursue it for food, making it a vital resource that can sustain families through winter. However, the biggest challenge is transporting the massive carcass in harsh conditions, adding significant difficulty to each hunt. The grueling task of moving the kill from the hunting ground to the processing site is a critical part of every hunter's strategy. If you're dealing with moose issues in your area, drop a comment and share your experiences with us. If you want to learn about any regional hunting culture, leave a comment. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content on hunting and managing invasive species.
Hello everyone! Since 2021, the Komodo dragon has been the largest living lizard on Earth. They are strictly protected under Indonesian law and international conservation agreements due to their endangered status. Despite this protection, hunting of Komodo dragons is on the rise in Indonesia, raising concerns. Please leave a comment with the number 1 if you want to continue learning about Komodo dragon hunting. Among hunting organizations, the Indonesian Hunting Organization stands out for its humane and effective approach. Known for its ethical hunting practices and commitment to balancing community needs with the conservation of Komodo dragons. Komodo dragons can weigh up to 200 pounds and grow over 10 feet in length, making them formidable predators. These characteristics have led to several attacks on humans. Their ability to move quickly increases the threat they pose to the people of Indonesia. With over 11,000 Komodo dragons living in Indonesia, the country faces significant challenges in 2021, including Komodo dragons attacking livestock and threatening human safety. These reptiles cause estimated damage of around $12 million annually. Notably, a famous Indonesian cattle farm reported losing about 140 chickens and 70 to 90 goats per week due to Komodo dragon attacks, leading to a revenue decrease of approximately 18%. To address these challenges, in 2022, the Indonesian government partnered with the World Wildlife Fund (WWF) to effectively manage the Komodo dragon population while protecting local communities and ensuring the species' survival. To hunt Komodo dragons legally, hunters must obtain a special permit from the Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry. These permits are typically restricted, with only around 60 to 120 issued annually, depending on the population size and environmental conditions. During the dry season, which lasts from April to October, hunters typically use high-powered rifles with calibers ranging from .30 to .300 Winchester to ensure accurate shooting. Their equipment includes modern scopes with magnifications from 4x to 14x, which are crucial for shooting from a safe distance. Additionally, hunters often carry protective gear such as armored boots and gloves to safeguard themselves from potential attacks. After successfully hunting a Komodo dragon, hunters are required to submit a detailed report of the hunt to the Indonesian Ministry of Environment and Forestry. This report must include information about the size and age of the dragon, the location, time, and date of the hunt, as well as the precise condition of the animal. Hunters must also provide evidence that the hunt was conducted in accordance with the legal regulations outlined in their hunting permit. The report must be submitted within 24 hours of the hunt, either at the regional forestry office or through an online reporting system. The role of the Hunting Management Agency has become crucial in controlling the Komodo dragon population. This organization has coordinated with the Indonesian government to reduce attacks on livestock by over 75% and help restore the national economy. This initiative has led to a 30% reduction in conflicts between humans and Komodo dragons on islands such as Flores and Rinca, where the species is most prevalent. Komodo dragons have powerful jaws and saliva containing bacteria that can cause serious infections. They can attack prey with great speed and strength. Therefore, the Indonesian government has strictly prohibited solo hunting, even for experienced hunters. To ensure safety, the law requires hunting parties to consist of at least 4 to 5 people to support each other and minimize risks when facing these dangerous animals. To effectively hunt Komodo dragons, proper bait preparation is crucial. Hunters often use bait with a strong odor to attract these giant lizards. The most common bait is fresh meat such as goat, pig, or beef. The strong smell of fresh meat can spread over long distances, stimulating the Komodo dragon's hunting instincts. In addition to hunting, the Indonesian government launched public education programs in 2023 to raise awareness about the dangers of Komodo dragons and how to avoid them. These campaigns focus on teaching people how to recognize signs of Komodo dragons and how to protect themselves in case of an encounter. The government also encourages the use of sturdy fences and barriers to protect livestock from Komodo dragon attacks. What do you think about these measures? If you agree, please hit number 1 in the comments and share your thoughts. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Don't miss the upcoming content in the next video. Recently, the alarming increase in the number of wild pigs has caused serious damage and danger to hunters. According to statistics, there are over 3,000 wild pig attacks on hunters across the U.S. each year, prompting authorities to reconsider their response measures. Do you like wild pigs? If so, leave a comment with the number 1.
있어. 아.
Therefore, starting in 2023, the U.S. has shifted its strategy from traditional hunting to using trapping methods, a change supported by over 65% of the public. The wild pig trapping model was first implemented in Texas, where the government provides approximately 10,000 steel traps each year to hunters. These traps are placed in rural areas where wild pigs frequently appear, aiming to minimize risks to humans and protect the surrounding environment. Hunters who wish to participate in wild pig trapping must have a valid hunting license. This license not only permits them to engage in trapping, but also requires compliance with wildlife protection regulations. According to 2023 statistics, approximately 75,000 trapping licenses have been issued across the U.S., with the number of licenses issued increasing steadily each year due to the growing demand for wild pig control. Hunters are required to undergo specialized training on wild pigs, which lasts from 3 to 5 days. This course covers knowledge on identifying their tracks, using traps safely, and handling dangerous situations. By the end of 2023, over 60,000 hunters had completed this training. Additionally, trapping times are strictly regulated from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. When managing wild pigs using traps, it is essential to note that traps must not be placed near residential areas or wildlife conservation areas to avoid affecting other animals. Violations of these regulations can lead to the revocation of permits and fines of up to $5,000. Hunters must adhere to strict safety requirements, including using personal protective equipment such as gloves, safety boots, and other protective tools to avoid injuries during the trapping process. Additionally, hunters must regularly check the traps to ensure wild pigs are caught. Failure to meet these requirements will result in being banned from participating in trapping activities. According to statistics, each year there are about 2,000 cases of license denial or trapping bans due to violations of regulations. When setting traps, hunters typically achieve high efficiency, with an average of 15 to 25 wild pigs caught per session. The solar energy system also enhances the effectiveness of trapping by providing a sustainable power source for monitoring and control devices, such as security cameras and remote monitoring equipment. This allows hunters to track and manage traps at night when wild pigs are more active, while minimizing the risk of direct contact with wild pigs and ensuring the safety of the hunters. The wild pig trapping model has proven effective in controlling the number of damaging wild pigs in the U.S. According to 2023 statistics, over 1.5 million wild pigs have been eliminated using this method. The success of this model has encouraged other states like Alabama and Georgia to adopt similar measures, achieving positive results.
Guys, down, son. Woo! Come on.
The most effective wild pig trapping season usually occurs in the fall and winter when they move more frequently in search of food, which increases the success rate. However, significant challenges remain as they become increasingly wary of traps, and harsh weather conditions can impact trap deployment. After capture, wild pigs are typically taken to a control area for disposal to prevent the spread of disease or used for scientific research or other purposes. Thank you for watching this video. If you support wild pig trapping and consider it the most humane method to control their population, please vote with a number 1 in the comments. If you have other opinions or solutions, don't forget to share your thoughts under the video. Please like and subscribe to support us in our upcoming videos. And finally, share this video with your friends so they can also watch and enjoy.